PFF had this coming out, best trade asset ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft for every team for the Browns. Greg Newsome took a step back in 2024, posting only a 54.0 PFF coverage grade, 120.7 passer rating allowed when targeted. He has that fifth-year option, so his price tag's a little heftier than many teams might want. What do you think they could get for Greg Newsome? And he's a guy that's played in the slot for the Browns. Someone might view him as an outside guy, and then that price tag isn't nearly as huge as it is if you view him as a slot.
Right. I do think, that's the issue is the difference in value between how teams look at slot corners and outside corners. I do think that gap is closing, but there's still clearly a lesser value from the team standpoint of, okay, if he's a slot corner only, then that's all we can use him as, right? So I think for a player that young, he's still only going to be 25 years old going into this season. He had a couple of good seasons before this past year where he really struggled. He was playing outside at a higher rate, and the Browns secondary in general just struggled. So I would assume for a player that young, it would probably take something like a fourth-round pick, and then it would depend, too, if the Browns still have that level of faith in him, as a former first-round pick and wanting to see what he can be at his full potential, or if they're going to really spend part of this draft overhauling this cornerback room. I think Newsome and Martin Emerson could both be players on the block if that is the case. So I do think the fact that he's got experience inside and outside, and the fact that he's still only 25 years old would make him an appealing asset elsewhere.